This is Jimmy Johnson. Join legendary photographer Ron St. Angelo for an exhibition of a lifetime of Cowboys and cheerleader photos, including his shot of the triplets at the Dallas Historical Society at Hall of State in Fair Park, July the 11th at 6:30. Admission is free and all attendees will receive a free signed book, photo, or lithograph. Thank you.
All right, good evening. Thank you all for being here tonight. My name is Carl Chow. I'm the Executive Director of the Dallas Historical Society. For those who are not familiar with us, our mission is to collect, preserve, and exhibit the history of Dallas and Texas so that we can educate current and future generations. And thank you very much for being here tonight. We have a lot of programming that we do throughout the year, brown bags, our evening with, such as this one tonight. To keep up with all that we do, you can go to dallashistory.org, become a member, and you'll know about all the programming. So tonight for our evening with, I want to introduce Mr. Ron St. Angelo. Ron was very kind to give us his collection. He is a photographer. He was born in Beaumont, served 2 tours in the U.S. Navy during Vietnam on the USS Brinkley Bass. In 1974, he started his photography career as a portrait at the portrait studios of Giddings at Neiman Marcus. And he parlayed that into 1979, where he got a job with the Dallas Cowboys as the official photographer for the Dallas Cowboys. During his 30 years with the Cowboys, he captured countless historic moments, Super Bowl championships, and NFL record-breaking performances. He's photographed legendary musicians, along with being the photographer for the Roman Catholic Diocese of Dallas. He's published 10 books. He's a member. He's been recognized by the Pro Football Hall of Fame, the Texas Sports Hall of Fame, and the list just goes on and on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let him come out and tell you all about Ron St. Angelo and all the great things that he's done.
This is Ron St. Angelo. For 25 years, I was official photographer of the Dallas Cowboys. I was hired by Tom Landry and Tex Schramm in 1979. I went out to document the historic rise of the greatest team ever, the Cowboys team of the 1990s, the last great dynasty in the National Football League. I began my photography career in 1965 and went on 2 combat tours of duty in Vietnam in the U.S. Navy and fought the Tet Offensive in 1968. One of my photographs is on permanent exhibition in the White House. I was mentored by Robert Gilcup, the legendary picture editor of National Geographic magazine. That is where my storytelling style of photography was born. In 2002, I was nominated for a Pulitzer Prize in photography for my coverage of Emmitt Smith's breaking of the National Football League career rushing record. ABC News won an Emmy for the story they produced on me and my coverage of Smith's gaining the title. In 2004, I was selected for Nikon Camera's Legend Behind the Lens Master Series. I traveled with Cowboys Hall of Fame quarterback Troy Aikman to Las Vegas to present my work at the Photo Marketing Association's international event. In 2006, I developed the idea for what would become the most successful book in Dallas Cowboys history, Greatest Team Ever. It was a bestseller, and we did a second edition in 2008 to commemorate the closing of Texas Stadium. The cover image of the triplets is the most popular photograph in Dallas Cowboys history, and is now featured in the new Cowboys Stadium as part of the St. Angelo Signature Collection. I actually think that this was kind of a destiny plan for me. It was like a plan. I'm a very spiritual person, and I believe it was destined. God had this plan for me, and He gave me a gift, which was the gift of vision and how to see the world in an original way. Now, I developed that gift and I cultivated that gift with many hours of work and effort, but it was still something I felt deep down in my heart that was something that was God-given, just like these athletes have a physical God-given talent. In 2008, I was selected adjunct professor of photography at the Art Institute of Dallas. I also operate a commercial photography studio that goes back over 30 years. I reside in the Dallas area and continue to teach and lead workshops on photography in Carmel, California, and Telluride, Colorado. I look forward to working with you on your